everyone's fired up. A moment here. Quite cold again. Quite cold indeed. Oh my. Let me see here. Quite cold indeed. Where's my pole mat? Want that removed. Hear the voice of the bard, who present, past, and future sees, whose ears have heard the holy word that walked amongst the ancient trees, calling the lapsed soul and weeping in the evening dew, that might control the starry pole and fallen light renew. O earth, return, arise from out of the dewy grass. Night is worn and the morn rises from the slumberous mass. Turn away no more, while without turn away the starry floor. The watery shore is given thee to the break of day. Good to see you. It is I, your bard, your spiritual entertainer. Oh, this background is really getting to me. It's always not doing what I wanted to do. It's the green screen. Look at this. I don't want this over my head. Where do I need to go for my green screen to work properly? Right here, green screen. Are you happy now? Oh, my. Good to be with you. Yeah, I am tired. It is good to see you, ELP, our good friend. Here every day for your entertainment privilege. I am. And tonight, of course, we are going to be doing our community gaming as we do on Friday evenings. How am I feeling today? Just tired. I'm tired. I stayed up a little bit too late last night. So I'm a little bit tired and I'm still cold. It is cold in my house. We ended up buying some heaters because we don't have heaters. So we ended up purchasing some heaters because it is quite cold in the house here. So we bought some heaters to deal with the cold that we're having all over the United States, right? Good morning, Scott. Good to have you here. Yes, you've been trying to get sleep. Last night you messed that up. Yeah, that happens, right? That happens. Let me turn my music down just a tad. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's good to be here. Busy weekend for me, starting today, of course. A little bit behind in my studies. I got to catch up to on this weekend here. Yeah, before I came on, I had put some in my usual YouTube shorts that I put up. I had put some up. And I had put one up about Thomas Merton. He is a famous, he was a monk in the Roman Catholic Church. And very wise, very wise. And he said something quite interesting. He said that it is the devil's theology to want to be absolutely right and to force and make sure that everyone else is absolutely wrong. I'm like, how accurate? We experience that here quite frequently, right? On here. We have radiators in the UK. We have no AC at all. So in the winter, we're okay, but the summer, you're melting. Yeah. It's good to see you, Scott. Now, everyone in Florida, where I am, has air conditioning. It is very rare to find someone that does not have it. And the power companies, they compensate for that. They have like plans that you can do, just pay a certain amount each month, which is quite convenient. Let's see. You like my cloak? Thank you. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate that. Yeah. The cloak is keeping me in the heat today because it is, as I said, quite cold where I'm at. You burn wood sticks. You burn wood, so it sucks. In the morning, I don't want to build a fire and then leave and go to work. So it's just cold in the mornings. So you tolerate it. You start out with a hot evening, and as it goes down, you just deal with it. Yeah. Uh, Log burners are lovely in the winter. Yeah, they can. And the negative thing about the log burning is the smell, because you smell like a wood stove, right? Wherever you go somewhere, or a campfire, that is usually a problem with the burning of the wood. Now, it's nice when the wood is like, it's got a nice hickory smell to it or something, or pine. But yeah, wood stove would be nice if I could ever get one. But we got the electric heaters that they blow the air out of it. Unlike they are pet safe. So I was worried about my rabbits, the touching the heaters. But we have pet safe heaters that we had purchased. I haven't set them up yet. That's why I am cold right now. Um, so I haven't set these up yet. Let's see here. Sir Flame Drop, the Butt Whisperer. Good to see you, our good friend. Good to have you here for your spiritual entertainment in the morning here. You got two Scots in the chat. And yeah, I don't. Wood stove is awesome. Yeah, there's lots of Scots here, and Scotsmen as well. We have lots of Scotsmen that come in and visit us here from the wonderful land of Scotland. Beautiful place. Your dogs lay behind the wood stove all winter. Oh, yeah, I would imagine, right? That's the source of the heat. Ryan O'Neill, good to see you. How are you doing? You are from the United States. Are you staying warm? It is quite cold. Now, I am also in the United States. I am in Florida. And right now, it is one of the coldest times that I've ever seen since I've lived here. I've lived here since '99, and I've never seen it this cold. Like Sunday, it's going to be 20 degrees. And that I have never seen that. The 30 degrees, yes, but 27 degrees, no. It's minus 13 right now where you are. Minus 13. Yeah, that is quite cold. That is quite cold. Yeah, this weekend is Imbolc, right? How are you celebrating Imbolc? I bought a bunch of candles for Imbolc. And what I'm going to have, I'm going to tell the story of how the goddess Breach brings in the light, brings in the spring. And we're going to all light the candles around the house and keep them burning, have dinner together, share story. So that's all I have planned for Imbolc. It's just lighting of candles. Remembering our ancestors would do this every year at this time. They would light the candles to honor the goddess Bridget. Yeah. I have a very diverse. You are in Ohio. Oh my, that's like the worst place to be because of the cold right now, right? Now, I used to live in Michigan. You are in East Tennessee this morning. Yeah, I used to live in Michigan, so I know what it's like to be cold. I thought being in Florida you'd get away from that, but it's still going on. You're just talking crap. Don't worry. We don't even have elephants everywhere. We can burn dry herbivore dung, but it's not something people really do. Really, you burn elephant dung in your fire stoves. There's a lot of elephants there in the South Africa where you are from. You have elephants there where you are at. Yeah, that's something. Where I live, there's what do we have here? We have alligator. We have alligator. We have wild boar. They're a nuisance. Wild boars, because they can be quite dangerous. The wild boar. What else do we have here? We have the black bear. The black bear. Now, I thought I saw one day by my grove. It was a smaller bear. That was quite frightening for me. So what else do we have? We have what do they call them? Not panthers. They're like panthers. There's the Flora panther, which is it's a I don't know what kind of brand of animal it is. It is not a lynx, but it's a smaller wildcat, the Florida panther. We have those as well. Now I've never been around one, but people have seen them here around. So it can be very dangerous in my backyard when I go back there. Let's see. You're awake. Let's party. Good to see you, Aquarius. Good to have you here. The cold missed you. It came to visit you. I guess so, right? It follows me where I go. Let's see here. Laura, fitness. Good to see you. The jaguar. That would be something of South America, right? I don't know if do they call it the jaguar in Florida. I know it's the Florida wildcat. Now some of them can be quite violent. I've never had an experience with a wildcat, but people have not too far from where I am. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, good to have you here, Ryan. In the UK, the most dangerous animals we have are spice heads. Now you got the adder, right? The adder, the snake, that is quite frequent there, but mostly harmless from what I hear. That could cause problems if it bites you. Yeah, we have a lot of what really is a big problem is the insects here where I live. You have the fire ant. The fire ant is a pain in the ass. If you step, sometimes when I'm mowing my lawn, I encounter fire ants, and they are quite a nuisance. That's my son. He's getting ready for school. They bite you. They all of your feet. It's all itching. The fire ants. They are quite a nuisance here, where I am, and also what they call the palmetto bug. Now, it is a cockroach that it's about. They get up to about this size here. I mean, imagine a cockroach this big. I mean, they're scary. These things invade all of the homes here where I live, and so you have to. We are trying to find a natural means of dealing with these creatures. The termites are terrible too. The termites, they will eat your house. You know, most Florida homes, they are not wood on the bottom. They are concrete. Like I have concrete block on the bottom, but my upper floor is wood. And because I have a 2-story home, and there are bugs that will eat. We had an infestation of wood ant, that devoured one of our windows around there. So the bugs here are terrible. And the giant spiders, the spiders are quite scary. About the size of your hand, the spiders, they get quite large. Lots of poisonous creatures. The brown widow is one I have encountered, not the black widow. You can get black widows around here, but I've encountered the brown widow, which if it bites you, it's not deadly, but it's quite painful. I had a very scary experience when one of my youngest sons was just sitting down underneath outside. Here comes the spider, brown widow, going down to I saved him just in time. Quite frightening to see a brown widow descending down upon your son's head. Oh, let's see here. Let's see. You can kill a dog for sure. The bobcats, yeah, certainly. The being bitten by adder are basically 0%. You spend days looking for them. You haven't seen one? Yeah, I heard they're in Scotland. They are quite something. The adder, that is and the tick. The tick is a big problem in some of the forests. Lot in Scotland. A lot of the northern ticks there. Many people that are woodsmen, they all have Lyme's disease, from what I understand. It is a big problem. Um, you're just joking about the elephant dung. You have a beautiful biome that you truly love. Uh, yeah, down there in South Africa. Yeah. Let's see. You heard it. You're not sure you could do it. The rapture is at any moment, you say. Ted, I hope so. I want you Christian fundamentalists to be taken away. We want the rapture to happen. I'm rooting for you. Rapture, rapture. We want it to happen. And no more Christian fundamentalism. You want kill bugs, find a bug that eats that bug. Yeah, there's always a bigger fish, as they say, right? Always. Prairie bugs are the most natural way to solve the unwanted bug infestation. Yeah, we now they have mosquitoes are a big problem. Now, what's terrible is how we deal with them here. They have chemtrails all around here, from airplanes dumping the chemicals in the wood. This cannot be a good thing, right? They keep dumping these chemicals. But if you living in a swamp, you wouldn't be able to go outside. So we must seek a more efficient way of dealing with these bugs. Now, they don't use DMT anymore, thankfully, but the mosquitoes are terrible, and the swamp flies. Like when I go out in my grove, sometimes I have to leave because I get swarmed by the flies. I spray myself with all kinds of chemicals and things that are supposed to, like natural chemicals, that are supposed to repel the bugs, but it doesn't work. These sons of bitches, they just keep coming, and they are quite the nuisance in many ways. The flies. I mean, I remember one time I was out in my swamp and I went to the bathroom, and one came over and bit my private part. I had to put all kinds of lotions and stuff on it because, I mean, those bugs are terrible. I mean, that was quite embarrassing. I'm out there taking a leak in the middle of the swamp, and I get a fly come down there and bite me on the private part. Quite a nuisance. Yeah, I've tried incense, but that doesn't do shit. I remember I had like 20 incense sticks burning while I'm out in my grove. They just ignore it. They just come and bite you. But what I found works is the mosquito nets. That's what I've been using. But I don't like, because your vision of the area is obscured. I don't like that. I like looking around. Like yesterday, I was at my grove. Had a beautiful time. I mean, it was kind of cold. It was 64 degrees, but no real problems with bugs. Now, surprisingly, I heard a bug buzzing around, but and right across from my grove, because of the cold. Just a second. Because of the cold, we have beehives out there, and that the state uses to fertilize with pollinate the area that I'm in. It's a state protected area that they're trying to. It's like one of those. The state had bought the property, and they're trying to recultivate the wildlife and things. So they put beehives out there for the plant life. It is like a protected area. Now, yesterday, the state came and took the beehives away because they're all going to. They just put them out there for spring, and because it's going to be 20 degrees, they took them all back. I don't know where they're taking them, probably to keep them warm. But the bees would probably all die if they remain out there. So yeah, that's how cold it is. It is very, very cold. Let's see here. Predatory bugs are one of the most natural way to solve. Yeah, spiders in Scotland aren't dangerous. Not a fan. Yeah, it's very dangerous. Me going out to my grove is very dangerous. Now, I have to carry a firearm because animals could eat me. That's how dangerous it is. And I know some people are against firearms. Now, in the South, people grow up with firearms. It's not a big deal. We have problems in the United States with mental health. A lot of people shooting up schools and stuff. That is always a political thing. But for most people in the South, having firearms is a normal thing. I've been around firearms all of my life, and I carry a firearm when I go out to my grove for my personal safety. I mean, if I go out, if I had a crossbow, maybe that would be, maybe appeal to more of the senses of the masses, or a bow and arrow, maybe. But I'm not skilled with such weapons, so I carry a firearm. I have handguns that I use when I go out there. Now I've never had to use it, yeah, but I feel safe when I go out there because, especially when it starts getting dark. You don't want to have a group of wild boars, run up on you and start. They have razor sharp tusks. You get a wild boar on your ass, you're in trouble. Thankfully there's lots of trees that you could, climb up into or use to get away from it. I've been really close to a family of wild boar in my grove. I remember there was like a whole family of them just a few yards away, walking behind me, because I was sitting on. I go to a tree that I like to meditate with, and I'm just sitting there, quiet meditation. There goes a bunch of boars. They didn't even know I was there. They're just walking by. I mean, these things were massive. They had to have been. They were at least, probably maybe 2 or 3 feet off of the ground, and they're probably maybe 3 feet long, and they were massive in weight, massive in their. I was certainly frightened of them, having that experience. So I take precautions when I go out there. Let's see here. Where in the world is what? What are we looking for in the world here? Where in the world? What are you inquiring about? Where in the world, sir? What do you mean by that? Are you talking about where I live? I live in Central Florida, and I live behind my home is protected wildland by the state. Yeah, there's a place called Hilachi. Now, I don't even know if that's why it's named that. I don't know if that's an indigenous name of the area. It is on the borderline of 3 different ancient tribal grounds. So that's an interesting place to be as well. Let's see. Don't listen to fools like this. All right, I won't listen to you. Slayton. You got black widows? Yeah, those are scary, right? You got black widows where you are? Oh, man, that is really frightening. Where are we at here? Yeah, you never heard of brown widows? Yeah, brown widows they won't kill you, but they will certainly hurt you. Yeah, we had a brown widow infestation in my backyard at one time. That was quite scary. Ticks are bad here for the dogs. You are in Scotland? Yeah, the tick problem is quite terrible, right? In Scotland. The brown recluse. Oh, now that is a terrible, terrible. We have those as well in Florida, the brown recluse. Now, thankfully, I've never encountered one of these creatures, but they are quite frightening if you get bit by a brown recluse, right? Oh, let's see here. It's the dark cloak run. Yeah, well, this is my Bardic cloak. I wear it doing my Bardic things that I do. Yeah, that was my son again in the background there. Oh, Rapture was last week. Yeah, you guys missed it. You missed the Rapture. Tell him Skyrim Mage that no more Christian fundamentalists. Yeah, yeah. We don't want you people here. You people are, to me, you are diabolical. The people who insist that they are right by going around telling everyone else they are absolutely wrong. You people are diabolical to me. I think that there's something wrong with you. I used to live that way. Something was wrong with me. I needed healing. I was a Christian fundamentalist. But now I am not a Christian. You're not afraid of the rapture due to your own beliefs, but I do bring them to live streams to annoy people. Yeah, it's fun to do that, right? You like trolling Christians? Is that what you do? 6:48 a.m. Yeah, that is for me as well. 6:57 now. A little bit behind Swift Wind Aquarius. Thank you. Stop the boats. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. You work with reptiles, ELP, and they can sometimes get reptile mites. Reptile mites. Oh, that's terrible. You found a way of introducing a predatory mite that eats the reptile mites, but leave the reptiles unharmed. That's beautiful when you're able to find. Now, we have something here in Florida called the wolf mosquito. They eat the smaller ones, but there's not enough of them to go around. If you ever see those like giant mosquitoes, don't kill them. They could be quite frightening, but because they look scary, they're huge. They eat the smaller mosquitoes. And the same thing with the daddy long-legged spiders and things. The smaller spiders that you see, they eat the mosquitoes. Like I have cobwebs all over my house. It's like Halloween all year long, I guess. They capture the smaller mosquitoes that sometimes make their way in. Let's see here. Were you ELP? You are the one with the snake on our Discord channel. We have someone who has a snake. We have someone who has a tarantula. We have a lot of these people who love these exotic animals. You should talk about yourself like swamp fly. You're not funny, Daniel. I mean, I love humor. I would love to get in a challenge with anyone here if you want to have a contest of wits in terms of, I am a bard. But that is not funny. I mean, there's no humor in that. In Scotland, you have midget, those flies, yeah. So freaking annoying. Yeah, I have a good friend who's kind of a mentor to me. He is a druid. He lives in Scotland, and he walks around naked out in the woods. And the midges are always a problem. He usually brings a candle. And he told me there's an interesting contraption because the midges, they are attracted to carbon dioxide. So they have this thing that like vacuums in. It has like a torch. And the midges, they go into the contraption. Yeah, that's a big problem there in Scotland, right? Yeah, Scotland's just a beautiful place. I'm going to visit there in 5 years from now. When I go, I'm taking my European vacation. Me and my wife are saving up. I plan on going to the summer solstice in 5 years in the United Kingdom there. And go to Wales, go to Scotland, visit all the places of my aunt. And if I could go to Ireland as well, that would be great. I want to take the whole Celtic tour. I want to go if I could start in northern France and Brittany and, see my ancestral lands there. That's where I get my surname from, is the northern Britannic French lands there. That is some of my ancestry, is the northern Britannic. All over the United Kingdom. I want to see all of the beautiful places of my ancestors. Let's see here. Daniel, you don't care, but you don't have to be here, dickhead. You can go somewhere else. Oh. Let's see here. You can't believe you pulled an all-nighter again. You haven't slept at all. You've been using all kinds of coffee. Bugs were here before the dinosaurs. and will be here after we are gone. Yeah. Especially the roach, right? The roach is like the eternal creature that everyone is fearful of. Let's see here. Sounds like a personal problem to you. Yeah, you're a personal problem, Daniel. You're being an asshole, and you're not funny. Now, if you're going to troll a channel, do it where people think you are funny. When I troll, now I have another channel that I have where sometimes I do troll people. In playing Dungeons and Dragons, I troll people, and I have a good time doing it. And other people, they have a good time doing it when I'm there. They think it is funny when I invade a Dungeon Master's game and I start trolling people. I do it in a way where everyone laughs. Now, if you're interested in Dungeons and Dragons, I'm going to put my link to my channel in the chat there. There it is. If you want to go there. Tonight, I will be hosting a game on there for my community members. Every week we play together. This channel here is about druidry, but my other channel is about my hobby, Dungeons and Dragons, which I host a game for my community. Now, if you want to join our community, we have a Discord channel with people from all different religions and non-religions. There are we have atheists, we have druids, we have pagans, we have Christians, we have Jewish people, we have everything that you could think of. All kinds of people there together. Even Satanists, they are there. A place of diversity, a wonderful community we have built. And if you're interested in that, become a community member. There's a join button over there. I do this for a living, and I appreciate the people that can support me. And one of the perks is you get to become a member of our Discord community if you're interested in doing that. Let's see here where I'm at. Let's see, scrolling through. Oh my. Let's see. Sounds like let's see. Father Bard, Citronelia oil generally helps a bit with mosquitoes. Not the ones here where I live. Now, the main problem with the insects is the flies. They are notorious for ignoring all chemicals and going right towards you. It's like they're unnatural, almost like demonic, I would say, the flies of the swamp. My swamp is beautiful, where I have my grove. I love going out there. I love hiking out there with my boys. Now, I can't walk for very long. I have to get, because I have chronic arthritis, but I love taking my sons out there and looking for native ruins. Because we're on a borderland between three different ancient tribal peoples where I'm at, Florida. Let's see here. If you get your blood alcohol level enough, they won't bite you. Well, I'm always high, and that still doesn't work. Keep my junk tucked away, and they won't bite it. I know you want to touch my junk, don't you, Daniel? Let's see here. I noticed I never for a bit when I was drinking heavily. I thought it was alcohol coming out of your pores. Yeah, Julian, that is an old traditional remedy, right? No, I'm not in the Everglades. I am in Central Florida. The Everglades are a little bit. You have some north, you have some south where I'm at. Just a traditional swampland is where I am at. Everything that you find in the Everglades is here, where I am in my backyard, but not the Everglades proper, where I am. Just a traditional swamplands where I am that are protected by the state. That's where I have my grove. Now, you imagine you're trekking through a swamp, and you come to a clearing of oaks. And in this clearing, the oaks are all spaced apart. It's a really sacred place. I've had people tell me that it is a place of power, and I don't doubt that at all. The energies of my grove, they are wonderful. I mean, I go out there, I am refreshed, I am renewed. It is a very beautiful place where I do my videos there. If you saw some of my video section, my videos about druidry, I do them all in my swamp. I'm in the process of making another. Probably next week I will release it. They are doing quite well. My videos, one of them's up to like 7K views already. People really enjoy them. If you like to learn about druidry, go check out my videos in my video section. Now, every morning in my video shorts, I release, druidic wisdom sayings and stuff for people. If you're interested in druidry, I am a bard of the Order of Bards, Ovites, and Druids. This is a international a group that teaches earth-based spirituality. Some people call it neo-druidry. To me, druidry is an archetype that is within every human person, that, you see your connection to the world, to the natural. That is your natural disposition, is to be the priest of nature. And so that is the lifestyle that I live. Everyone's against fire until they learn how to use one. Yeah. Some of the places where I have lived, like I used to live in Detroit, that's a place where you need a firearm. I was a victim of racism. I got beat up because I was white violently when I lived in Detroit. I got beaten up with a 2x4 when I was a young child. Lots of racism there. Having a firearm keeps you safe. Why are you in a frog suit? For fun? For fun? Tracy, where is your child support? You steadily paying your YouTube with little Daquin needs school shoes. Tracy for daycare. Sorry, Tracy, I spent it all on drugs. I'm not able to give you the child support this month. I've bought a brick of marijuana and lots of other party supplies. I'm not going to make my child support payments this month. Yeah, I know we're trying to keep it a secret from my wife and my other 8 children here, but I'll get around to it eventually, Tracy. You'll get your child support. Oh, man. Tracy from daycare is a bot. They're always on here repeating the same phrases. You prefer dogs? They're voice activated? Yeah. I love all animals. I really do. You wanted to see where's my other rabbit? Rabbit, come here. One of my rabbits one of them's lounging right next to me right now. The other rabbit, come here. Over here, rabbit. Mr. Bunny. He doesn't want to come over here. But I'll show you the lady rabbit right here. She is lounging. Lady rabbit. Let's see here. Let me get my green screen off. You can see Mrs. Bunny here. There she is. There she is. Look at how sweet she is. Oh, yes. Oh, that's a good girl. There he is. See, he gets jealous. He's a jealous bunny. He saw me petting her. He's like, I want to be pet. I want to be pet. Yes, he's a good boy. Yeah, I love my rabbits. My rabbits this is my totem. This is my cohinia. I'm probably saying that wrong. Sorry, Welsh people. Is the Welsh word for rabbit. But I know that I don't say it right. Please forgive me, Welsh ancestors. I know you're rolling over in your grave right now. There it is. Let me gotta plug in my phone here. All right. Oh, let's see. There we are. We have returned to the proper. Yeah. I am a lover of many animals. I have two rabbits and a tortoise. that are beautiful, beautiful creatures. Yeah, the rabbit is my totem animal because I learned to love animals. I've always had pets. Most people have pets. But when you learn that the other person is a being, and that's what rabbits have taught me, that they are beings, that that I am not the only thing here. That humans have a tendency to think that we are the only thing that matters, but we are part of one big web of life. We are interconnected with even the rocks. One of the things that comes to mind when I meditate upon stone is what William Blake once said about a grain of sand. Something that you have eternity in the palm of your hand. All of the earth right there in that little representation. We often take for granted that everything is living. Uh, Everything expresses itself. Everything is connected. We too often think that we are the only thing that matters, right? We live that way. Um, and living that way has been very unhealthy, very destructive to the world that we live in, right? Living this way has not been good. It has not been good. Let's see here. Donald, good thing you're not a Christian. Fifth commandments and all. Yeah. Commandments to me, a God who needs to make rules for you is pathetic, right? You should want to follow the God. A God that needs rules to me is pathetic. And I think some of the things in the Bible are pathetic, like the idea of commandments. There's, there's nothing wonderful about the commandments. They don't help you. They help the deity. They enslave you to it. Father Bard, if an animal does end up eating you, it will inherit all of your awen and become a bard itself. Yeah. Listen to the beautiful gruntings of the wild hog. It must be of eaten, a powerful bard. Yeah, perhaps. Yeah. The animal being transformed by the bard, by consuming it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, let's see. We have mountain lions in this part of California, Julian. Coyotes are pretty cowardly, but the bears are the biggest danger in the rural forested areas. Yeah, you have grizzly over there, right? Isn't that on the flag of California, the grizzly bear? What are you two doing? My rabbits are wrestling over there. Blessings from Ireland. Good to see you, John. Good to have you here, our good friend from Ireland. Let's see here. Grand Rising. You're a big fan of the broadcast. You got a new subscriber. Thank you, Banana Man 4666. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Yeah, some of you have been watching. If you go up and touch that little finger up there, the thumbs up, that helps bring more people here. I talk to you. That's how the show works. I mean, I can just keep rambling on about my swamp, but I want to talk to you. I am a spiritual entertainer, and the entertainment that I provide is conversation with all of you. Let's see here. Oh, my. Let's see. Where are we at here? How many years have you been in the States? My whole life. My whole life I have been here. I was raised in the Detroit metropolitan area. When 1999, I moved down to Florida, met my wife, and we've stayed here ever since. I have 8 children, 3 grandchildren. Been here a long time. Probably going to remain here. I can't, I feel a bond to my grove. I don't think I could ever leave it. I might get a bigger home one day, but I don't think I could ever leave my grove. I feel like an intimate connection to it. When I first, I found my grove, when I started practicing druidry, one of the things you are encouraged to do is, plant a grove, or find a place where you can connect to the natural. And I had a vision of a place that was in my backyard. So I began the journey out there. I took my sons. We began to walk in the swamp behind my house. And my oldest son, he found the tree that was the one that I knew this was the place. My oldest son found a tree that was like this, the awen. I thought this beautiful tree, I call it the awen tree. I mean, it's inverted, but the three rays coming out of the ground. It is a laurel oak tree that's in threes. It is one stump. It goes out. It's probably it's a younger tree, maybe 200 years old, 150 years old. Uh, but I had this vision of this tree, and I've been going out there for meditations since. Very, very powerful place. Yeah, that I've been doing a lot of. Some of you have watched some of my videos that I've done from my grove. Bears are a problem for you in New Hampshire. They break in the trash your kitchen. Yeah, that can be a nuisance, Donald, right? The bears, when they come in and tear up your shit. Yeah, I am afraid of when I see a bear. We have black bears, and I've only seen one, and that was enough to say I'm glad. It was afraid of me. It was a smaller bear. When it saw me, it ran off. But there's the black bear. They can be a nuisance where I am. But we have to learn to live with them. This is their place. This is their dwelling. But there's a way to do that. Like I would never try to intentionally harm an animal. But if it's coming to claim my life, I have to respond to it. Let's see here. Something was wrong or is wrong. What do you mean by that? I am a leader of the Sith. Yeah, I think the Sith. The Sith. I would say if I was, I was a big Star Wars fan. Yeah, the people who walk in the middle. I think they are the ones of wisdom in the Star Wars mythology, because you have the Jedi are too rigid, and so are the Sith. I think Anakin could have got, along walking the middle path, doing his own thing, but he went right to the dark. It's like you only have the light or the dark, but the gray walkers in the Jedi mythology. Yeah, I love all kinds of lore and mythology. Let's see here. Nice to see you, Mr. Honey Badger. Good to have you here. You have a short barrel 44 Magnum. It gets the job done. Yeah, I have 9mm Glock 9s that I use. Let's see here. I like to carry an RPG. Well, good for you. Yeah, I never leave anywhere without my dice. And if you're interested in D&D, I'm not. This is real here. This is real druidry. But on my D&D channel, I do play, and that's in the pin there. I'm going to be the dungeon master tonight. I dress up like a wizard, and I lead a group of adventurers through. I'm playing. Currently, we have a campaign in the Kingdom of Cormyr, if you know the Forgotten Realms. That is my stomping ground when I play my D&D games. Mosquitoes are harder to hit, yeah. Oh, where am I? Aleister Crowley's favorite animal was the mosquito. Yeah, he is a mosquito, right, Aleister? Yeah, it's a tragedy. You had this person with all of this talent and influence, and he went to the darkness, right? He wasn't interested in helping anyone but himself, and he went into the darkness. I am no fan of Aleister. Where are we? Spiders are your best bug friend, yeah. Repent and follow. No, I don't talk to Christians on here, sorry. You people never want to have a conversation. You're always whining and bitching about your religion. Let's see here. Ascended Masters for you. You love me, not pricks. Well, thank you. I appreciate you being here. And our good friend the Demon is here. Good to have you here for your spiritual entertainment. In the witchcraft is of the devil. I don't practice witchcraft, sir. I practice druidry. You're an anti-witch? Oh, too bad for you. Witches are my neighbors. There's more evil Christians in the world than there are evil witches. Let's see here. You get to see your old friends when you go to hell? Wonderful. Oh, good morning. Good morning to you. Let's see. Facts ain't no witchcraft here, just vibes. Yeah, I don't practice witchcraft. I don't do any magical work. To me, magic is in how I use my words. In my poetry, in my conversation. To me, that is my magical ability, is my conversations that I have with people, to be able to shift one's destiny through the power of my words. And many people who come on here, they express their gratitude because of the things that I have said to them. So that is my magical work. It is in the weaving of my words. That is how I am a bard, in the gift to inspire other people. All bards are different. I mean, in different cultures, bards have different places. From my ancestors, the bards, they are the ones who preserve the culture. Today, the idea of a bard is quite diverse. Can you join the game tonight, or is it already in progress? If you want to join the game tonight, you have to not be camera shy. You have to know how to play 5th edition. You have to be able to interact with the group. You need a computer and an interface if you want to join the game tonight. We have. I could probably fit one person in that. Yeah, but you have to have all of those. I'm not going to be teaching people how to play at this point, because we're already in the middle of the game. And so if you're ELP, we start around 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time too. That's sometimes an inconvenient time for people. But yeah, hit me up on Discord if you are not camera shy. You have a working camera. You have a Roll20 account. That's another thing. Thank you, Paul. Good to see you. Good to have you here, our good friend Paul. Oh my, where are we at here? Scrolling through. Let's see here. You haven't played D&D since you were a teenager? Yeah, I love D&D. It's been there around all of my life. My first box set, I got at a garage sale when I was probably 10 years old. It was one of those, I think it's 1E, the 1E box sets, or is it the 2E? I can't remember. Thank you. You are a single gate Aquarius, Pisces, rising Aries moon. You are not afraid. You live in the land of enchantment. Enchantment? You missed the collar? Yeah, the collar is gone. I have retired it. I am no longer a clergyman, and I don't want to talk to Christians anymore. They are quite a nuisance on here. So I'm trying to have symbols that say we are not Christian here, like the pentangle here. But it doesn't seem to work, because they keep coming here annoying the shit out of everyone every day. I'm a wizard, bud. Yeah, I'm a wizard in the evening. Where does someone go to find a D&D game you've never played before? Now, if you are interested in learning the game and you want to find people, roll20.net is where you go. Roll20.net. There are people who would teach you on there. There are games, and I recommend 5th edition. That is the easiest to learn. There weren't many bugs last summer. You wonder what's up with that? Yeah. Where are all the Christian fundamentalists? Yeah, hopefully hiding. We don't want them here, right? Good morning. What happened yesterday, Joseph? Something happened yesterday to you? You are apologizing. I don't know what happened yesterday. Yeah, I am quite cold. That's why I have my cloak on here. Very, very cold. Bard, oh blessed Bard the wise, I took one too many edibles, now I find myself obeying GTA traffic laws. Look at you. Look at you. Let's see here. A place that carries dose programs. Oh my. You could always, do the dose prompt on your computer. Let's see. You get the munchies from all the THC in your blood? Yeah. Why are microwaves loud? It's 2026. Maybe our microwave needs a fine-tunement. Let's see here. Where am I at? I'm trying to get through these comments here. You roll 5 for dexterity to get through the swamp. Yeah, athletics check. From Arkansas. Good to see you, Ellie. From Arkansas. The Christian Bible study dude is live? Oh, shit. Not here. I skip over your name every time? Why? I don't Swiftwind Aquarius. I recognized you here today. EMIT, nice to see you. My bard, where doth they suggest a place that would be better to live? Tamriel, Skyrim, or Morrowind? Probably Skyrim. The weather's better there. Let's see. Chimp activities. What does that mean? I am praying for you and hope you find the light. How do you know I don't have the light? You're assuming that I am deprived of light. How do you know that I am not in the light? The chat's pretty calm today. You're happy to find a gay chat finally. Yeah, you're welcome here. You are welcome here. I don't discriminate against you. I don't care what you do with your private parts. I'm gay on Tuesdays and Thursdays. My rabbit looks pissed off. Yeah. Welsh rabbits are cute. Yeah. The black rabbit does interact with the other rabbit in a way that sometimes is a nuisance. But you're being a racist son of a bitch, aren't you? Aren't you, Barry? Shame on you. Ceridwen is queen here. Oh, man. You have the problem speaking the Irish? Yeah, I'm terrible at the language of my ancestors. They're always rolling over in their graves every time I engage these sacred languages. I don't want to ban anyone here, Aquarius. If they're being racist or assholes, I will ban them. But everyone is welcome here. I just ignore the Christian fundamentalists. Unless they are funny, then I'll engage them. Oh, let's see here. Where are we at here? All right, Barry, I'm going to remove you. You're just being a real pervert and weirdo. Goodbye. Your dog owns the house? Wisdom of the bar, yeah. Check out your song, 100 Boss, My Love. Those commandments were given to Jews, not Jesus followers. That's not true. Jesus says in the Gospel of Matthew that you ought to uphold all of the law, not just the ones you like. Christians don't really believe the Bible is God's word, or they would uphold that, right? I don't believe any of it's God's word. I ignore all of that shit. Why did I leave the church? You don't believe either? Well, I was a Christian Scot for 30 years, and You know, I think sometime in the previous couple of years, I began to see things that didn't make sense to me, like hell. How can a loving God make such a place? So I became a Christian universalist for a while. And then I began to see these patterns, like in the Bible, that made God look terrible. And, just being a father, the God of the Bible is no father. And I began to say, this cannot be God's word. This person is terrible. The narrative is terrible. So going deep into study of the scriptures and the history of their formation, and recognizing that the Bible is not God's word. Now, I have no problem with Jesus. I have no problem with theology of love, but the way the church has, a savior doesn't need you to believe in it. A savior saves everyone, right? The idea of the gospel should be, here, this is wonderful if you want it, but it becomes a system of control and manipulation. I don't think there was ever to be a church. I think Jesus was like Socrates. He brought a wisdom that changed the world. There was a revolution. What the church did is use Jesus to control, manipulate people. And I think seeing these patterns, I left. Yeah, I was ordained in the Catholic Church. I left. I no longer am a part of it. You brewed some coffee. Yeah, I might need some more. I don't do black flips. I have arthritis. Yeah, like and subscribe if you are here. Now, I do this every day. Some of you you've been watching, you've been enjoying it. Go up and touch that thing on your phone right there, that thumb. It brings people here. I do this for a living, so I appreciate people that can like and subscribe. I like talking to you. I am an entertainer. I entertain with wisdom and spirituality from my life's experiences. And I am a practitioner of druidry, modern druidry. I am a member of the Order of Bards, Ovites, and Druids. So I like talking about those types of subjects with you. You had a testimony recently. You grew up an atheist, but you prayed to God and you had a really tough week. Something told me to go to a Bible. Well, good for you. The Bible has wisdom in it, but it also has a lot of evil. Now, I can do the exact same thing that you have done. I could pray for wisdom, and I could pick up any book, and God can speak to me. I could pick up a Choose Your Own Adventure book and read it. And if I was looking for divinity, I certainly could find it. The Bible isn't the only place to find wisdom from God. Good morning, Paige. Inquisitor Bacon is here, making sure everything is not kosher. Good to see you, our good friend, the Inquisitor Bacon. Oh, let's see here. Keep your robes on. It's going to be cool this weekend. Yeah, down here in Florida, 20 degrees. Yeah, on Sunday. Am I a Wiccan? No. Wiccans are my neighbors. I am a practitioner of druidry. I don't do any rituals or magic or anything. I live a natural earth-based spirituality. Your mom was a Wiccan. You think they are the nicest people ever? Some people are. Yeah, not everyone in different traditions are nice, right? There are Wiccans who are assholes. There are Druids that are assholes. I mean, you find that in all religions, right? You think Jesus is a sham, but that's your opinion? Yeah. I think how he's presented is a sham. The canonical Gospels. If you look in the Gnostic Gospels, like the Gospel of Truth, you have this teaching about, humanity losing its way. And you have a being that is benevolent, that wants us to return to the embrace of the All-Father. I mean, I think that is a beautiful teaching. The idea that you are loved, that you have importance, that you have purpose in your life. I think that's a very important teaching. But the Jesus of the canonical Gospels to me is a scam because he controls and manipulates people. He makes you fearful. I don't think a real Christ would do that. The symbol from the D&D channel, I know it's related to the fiction of Lathander. Does it hold any real specific to me? I'm on my D&D channel. I'm going through the Faerunian pantheon, and Lathander is like a favorite. Lathander is the Christian fundamentalists of the Forgotten Realms, the Lathanderites. The Lathander is basically Jesus, the fundamentalist version. The people that worship Lathander, they go around talking about him all the time and annoying the shit out of people. So Lathander is kind of like the Christian version of the Forgotten Realms, in my opinion. Yeah, sometimes I play a paladin of Lathander that goes around preaching, asking people to accept Lathander as their personal morning lord and light bringer. You know, I have a good time making fun of the reality. Oh, Paul Cat, nice to see you. The good Lord helps those who help themselves. Now that's bullshit, Donald. That's not even in the Bible. Deities help you because you can't help yourself. They are there to encourage you. You can't help yourself. Sometimes shit is so deep. You can't help yourself. You need a hand. You know, sometimes we need that higher power to encourage us, to inspire us, because we can't do it ourselves. I know what that's like. It's like the guy who said he drinks, but God stops him from getting drunk. Can't help terminally ill kids, but stops people getting drunk. What a powerful God! Yeah. Every people, and this is a problem with Christians. Everything bad happening is the devil. Everything good happening is God. Do you see the contradiction? The God is not in control. To me, there are no gods or devils here. There's just us and the God's influence. Now, you know, when I was a Christian, Mother Teresa influenced me to think that way. She said, prayer helps us and we help the world. I really believe that. I don't think we are alone here. But in terms of activity in the world, we are the ones responsible for that. No gods, no devils. Whatever is of a god or a devil, it comes through us. We are the lords of the universe here. No others. Let's see here. That's my opinion. You know, we all have opinions, right? You live in Montana. You're scared of bears. Yeah, the bears could be a nuisance, right? You live you've got a bear living in the woods behind your farm. Doesn't bother you. You don't bother it. Yeah. Darth Bard. Yeah. To scare bears away, get a cowbell or yell, "Hey bear!" It works sometimes. Hey bear! What if the bear is hungry? Let's see. That time doesn't work for you, ELP. Yeah, that's the time that I do it. Do you know lore about Darmok and Jalad at Tangara? No. Why don't you tell us about it, Ultima? Mustafa, can I talk to you? Want to talk to me? If it's about Star Wars, I'm not really into that. You got a pack of dogs. You hear Oblivion music. You are a person of culture, sir. It's such a nuisance when people come on. Is that Skyrim that as you have in the background? No, it is not Skyrim. It is Oblivion, sir. That is what it is. Let's see here. No Star of David comments yet. It always happens. I need Jesus now. I don't have any problem with Jesus. Just you assholes. Trampas Bowmaster is here. Good to see you. Oh, let's see here. God has been coming for 2,000 years. At what point do we give up? Yeah. I have subbed with that comment you made. Antonia, you enjoyed the comments here. Thank you. TLDR, what the hell does that mean? You believe God came and will return? Why does that only have to happen one time? The Krishna mythology, he's always coming back. When our darkest time, right? Kind of like the Green Lantern. Let's see here. He'd be back before his disciples died. They all died. He's a fraud. Yeah, the mythology of the New Testament is contradictory. You have like in Matthew at the end, you have the resurrection happening, the dead rising, right? There's a lot of contradictions in the narrative, in the mythology. Oh, let's see here. Where are we at here? Trying to catch up to your comments here. Yeah, I spent many years when I was a Christian at the highest levels of biblical education I tried to achieve. I wanted to know what it was about. And I realized it's all bullshit. Oh, where are we at here? A little bit far behind. Where? He didn't use utensils, but they had Pepsi. Oh my. May the great goddess Keridwen guide all the fundamentalists to the light of the cauldron. Yes, thank you. Yeah, Keridwen is my goddess here. That is my goddess. Good to see you, Athala Safat. Let's see here. You have not played it, but you want to play it? Well, check out my D&D channel. It's in it's pinned there. Go give it a subscription if you enjoy Dungeons and Dragons. There's always content on there. I'm always playing games on there with, in one form or another, streaming them live. Like tonight, I'll be streaming our game live from there. If you're into Gnostic teachings, didn't Jesus come back to the disciples? A lot of the Gnostic teachings are different. Not all of them are the same. For me, the gospel of truth, as it is called, is the one I really enjoy, because Jesus dies not because of sin, but because he became a human being. Now I got to show you my rabbits again. They're quite precious in a very precious presentation here. I want to see if she is resting here. Oh, she is so sweet. Look at how sweet she is. Oh, she is precious. They always lay like this together. Look at how precious she is. She's just relaxing there. She's a tired bunny. Are you a tired bunny? You are just relaxing here. Oh, she's a good girl. Oh, she's so happy. Just relaxing here. Just relax. Oh, now I woke you up. I'm sorry. I just wanted people to see how precious you are. Yeah, they like, if you have rabbits, this is where they love to be pet, right? On the bridge of their nose. They are such precious creatures. Like a rascal here. Mr. Bunny. You see this? This is their blankie. They chew all of these holes in it. All right, back to the green screen here. Where are you at, green screen? There you are. All right, yeah. I just love my rabbits. You get extra rabbit time this morning for you, for your entertainment privilege here in Friday morning for me. Happy Friday. You are Aquarius, Sun, Aries, Moon, Pisces ascending. Look at you. Look at you. Oh, the one infinite creator is a thing. Yeah, that's how I interpret it. That there's always been a father and a mother, forever creating, never There was never a one time. It's been ongoing. Oh, let's see here. There's only two spirits, Jesus and is God and the devil. Yeah, you can't prove any of that. You are making assumptions, right? Just as everyone else does. But there's no way to prove that is a fact. You're assuming that it is because someone told you that you must receive it that way. Now think about that for a moment. You have this all-powerful, all-knowing deity that you attribute. Would he not understand that the finite condition of humans to not be able to receive ideas, right? Wouldn't it be more appropriate to save everyone, not based on their knowledge, but just because you want to save them? Wouldn't that be more appropriate? I mean, that's the journey that I went on when I became a Christian Universalist. Now I'm not a Christian at all because I think salvation is untrue. There is nothing to save you from. There is no fallen world. Fallen world, we talked about this a little bit yesterday when we talked about reincarnation. The fallen world to me is how ancient people understood their world because they lived in a real shitty world, right? So that was their belief that it was fallen. I don't see the world that way. To me, the world is in development. The cosmos is something we are always creating, that we're always making better. Chaos and order are in an eternal dance, and we are the dance. We are the meeting place between chaos and order, between the seen and the unseen. That's how I see humanity. We are, when I say lords of the universe, we are the mediators. And we keep coming back here, not to get it right, but to perfect, to make beautiful. So that's how I understand reincarnation is you keep coming back until you are finally able to sustain the cosmos. We keep coming, we come from the mother, and we return to the mother in death, and then we come back again, not to make up for our karma, but to continue to perfect the cosmos. And this is something I believe that is always happening. These cycles, everything is in a cycle. Everything is connected. We are all part of a web of life, and we just make that web better. We are all bound together. And that's how I understand the cosmos. Let's see here. Where are we at? No, the universe has no evidence that it was created by mountains, but mountains that is eternal. Yeah, Tonya, I see modern cosmology, which we talk about here a lot, is that there always has been a universe, that there's been many, many big bangs. And this is a contradiction to the Christian narrative, obviously, and the Abrahamic faiths saying that there was one creation time. I don't see it as that. I see it as ongoing. That is the mystery. There's never been a moment where there has not been creating going on. And that is a great mystery. Bob the Builder, yeah. You argue those aren't real Christians. What is a real Christian? Who gave you the authority to determine who is real and fake? You think because you are doing Christianity in a certain way, that makes you real. What makes Christians real is the spirit that dwells within them, right? Not because of any works that you are doing. Isn't that the message, right? When I was a Christian, that's what I believed. I am no longer a Christian, obviously, but the idea of the grace is what makes you a Christian. The idea that you don't deserve it, that you cannot earn it, that's what makes you a Christian. So when you people are out there saying they aren't the real ones, who the hell do you think you are to say that? You don't have any authority to do that. Now, just because you are saying someone else is not real doesn't make you real. Now, that is an illusion that you have created. See, and when you're not doing it right, do you become not real anymore? You ever think about that? You people say we are the real ones. When you're not living up to the standards, do you become unreal? I mean, think about that, right? Let's see here. Where are we at? Yobot, do you want to have a Minecraft battle? I haven't played Minecraft in years. Some of my kids, they still play the Minecraft. We had some good times. I was around when Minecraft got out. I got all of the versions of it. I don't like the newer version. The Xbox One edition was my favorite. The newer versions, they lag on when you go on servers and things. I don't like them. I like the more stabilized game format. Swift, the Cherokee proverb of the day: "He who learns from everyone, he is truly wise." Yeah, yeah. Learn from your enemies in that, right? You learn. Now, I have been under people who, in terms of employment, when I was a clergyman, who were my enemy. You know, but I have learned to learn from them. You can learn from people who are your enemies, people who you despise. You can learn from them if that is the way of wisdom, right? What up the bard is, but no one asks how the bard is. How am I doing? I am wonderful. J Master, J Dizzle. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Let's see. You rolled a nat 1 yesterday. You are moving a board into a house to remodel and got your hand caught between the wall. Oh, shit. I'm sorry to hear that. That's terrible. That's terrible. The irony is, I am just a regular 20-year-old guy. And a year ago, I'm probably arguing with Christians myself. I feel like I did a half decent job holding your end. Raul is now Gemini Google. Yeah, I could be. Why not? I've long since left to walk some dogs by the time you get to this comment. Yeah, probably. Yeah, it takes me a while to get them because I try to talk to everyone on here, really. I try to have conversations with all of you. That's what I do here. So I know that it takes me a while to respond to some of you. The black wall, you brought your black wall back into your name again. Nice to see you. Learn from everyone. Never shove off another perspective. Remember, they are you. That's right. We are all one humanity, right? We are all in this together. Oh, let's see here. God is the only higher power. Which one? Keladun is my goddess here. Does sound very satanic. Only for fundamentalists, I am satanic. Let's see. He has a satanic star. That is not a satanic star. That is a pentacle. It could be a Christian symbol, 5 wounds of Christ, if you want it to be. I mean, you people are ridiculous, really. Let's see here. Oh, man. Where are we at here? You are called to uphold the laws. That's Antonia. That's what the Bible says, right? Now, when I was a Christian, this is something all Christians do. They have this loving God idea in their head from their theology, and they reinterpret the Bible to align with it. The Bible by itself is bullshit. I mean, when it's a word of God. Now, if it's just a mythology, it's fine. But when you take the Bible and you say it is the word of God, and you're not upholding it all, you are in contradiction. Christians ignore the Gospel of Matthew, where he says all of the laws will be upheld if you are to be a follower of mine. They don't do that, right? They are living in contradiction. Not just the Ten Commandments. There's nowhere in the Bible where it says uphold 10 commandments, right? This is Christians, if you believe your Bible is the Word of God, you need to follow what Matthew says. Yeah, you should be out burning people like me alive still, right? Because I am the witch, as you say. These things are sacred. They are not just given for certain reasons. These laws are sacred to Jewish people. Oh, God is a deadbeat dad. Yeah, the Christian God is. Yep. You are wrong. Want to know how? Okay. Or you're talking to that person. Jeremiah, did you research your ancestry? I did. Most of my ancestors are from the United Kingdom. That's where they are. Northern France, Lower England, Northern England, and Ireland. All around there are my ancestors. And a little bit of Nordic brought in there as well. Do you think God is good? Of course. I think the All-Father is wonderful. The Great Lady is wonderful. All gods like my goddess Keredwen, she is wonderful, certainly. Let's see here. Why not to see you? Good to see you. Where Da Vinci decoded the golden ratio. Yeah, that's how you understand it. Yeah, Deuteronomy 26. Yeah. In D&D and trapped in a dungeon, you have no food. Could you not cook the monster you slayed? Certainly. Now, every DM will do that differently, right? Some get really into the rules of survival. I don't really get into that too deep. Do you think God making people eat their kids is a good thing? Yeah. It's terrible, some of the shit in the Bible, right? Oh, man. Mimic hamburgers? Oh, man. You're getting real technical. Krishna is Lord. Yeah, this is Oblivion music. Yeah. I am an Oblivion NPC. Yeah. Oh, let's see here. Where are we at? The verse takes place in the same chapter as slavery. Yeah, it's terrible, right? It promotes slavery. You're right. Where are we at here? You're 2 degrees at 7 a.m. where you are from. Damn, that is terrible. Yeah, it's what right now it is 45 degrees where I am at. Yeah, but it's supposed to get really, really cold tonight. Where can you find out more about Druid? Sounds like it lines up with some of your beliefs. Look up the Order of Bards, Ovites, and Druids. That is the organization that I am a part of. They will educate you. They have wonderful teachings that are very helpful. But there's all kinds of stuff online that you can look up in terms of modern Druidry. There's all kinds of stuff that is out there. Yeah, my organization, it is pay to play. They teach you the classes, and it does cost money. But there are other Druid organizations that don't charge you. I myself, I am more of a hedge Druid. I do a modern Druidry my way, but I am a part of this community. We'll celebrate the Wheel of the Year this, and I'm going to be meeting with my Druid friends to do that this week. Now, what's interesting that Imbolc is on Sunday, full moon as well. Isn't that neat? It's you have the goddess Bridget bringing in the light with the full moon. I thought that was quite romantic. Let's see here. Oh my, where are we at here? Slow roasted dragon roasts. Oh, the All-Father just wants soldiers for his army? No, the All-Father is a lover. The All-Father wants children. The God of the Bible, he is the tribal warrior deity. He wants the soldiers. The All-Father is nothing like the God of the Bible. The All-Father doesn't require belief, does not require you to get on your knees. The All-Father loves you and is there to support you. That is it. Oh, where are we at here? Could you take an orc and make pork chop sandwiches? Certainly. You can do all kinds of fun in Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, where are we at here? Yeah, I'm getting cold again. I might have to put my hood back on. You could argue his love is toxic. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Where are we at here? Darkness is the absence of light. Jesus is light. No, you cannot even see light without darkness. If it was just all light, you would be blind. The light would be dark. Darkness is not bad. Darkness is good. Light is good. But they need one another. Now, I'm not talking about evil. You need contraries to develop. Not everything that is dark is evil. Now, there is certainly, the symbolic reality of darkness as evil. That is its own beast. But, not everything that is dark is evil. There's darkness in you. You have your shadow self. That's something we are taught to oppress, to deny. You need to learn to dance with your shadow in order to really develop as a human being. And when you let the light run the show or the dark, you find yourself in a place of imbalance. So that is important. Oh, where are we at here? Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Vixen is here, the servant of Anubis. Good to see you, our good friend from the land of Maine. Very cold up there, I would imagine, right now. The Vixen said she had 15 inches of snow last week. Isn't that crazy? I can't even imagine that. Turbo Christ is here. Good to see you, Turbo Christ. Good to have you here. Yeah, people like to give away all their power, right? Antonia, Star Trek, yes. I watched Star Trek last night. Star Trek Strange Worlds. I'm going through season 3 right now. I love it. Let's see here. In the beginning was the cauldron. The cauldron was with Ceridwen, and Ceridwen was with the cauldron. That's Ceridwen chapter 1, verse 1. Yeah, thank you, brother. I nominate your bard for Chief of Mastery of Reality. Yeah, that would be great. Sir Garrick won't be doing any adventures today, no. He's talking about my D&D channel, which is in the pin. Tonight, I am the Dungeon Master. I am leading a group of adventurers through. Sir Garrick, if you watched him on Sunday, Sir Garrick is looking for a Dungeon Master that could handle him. The person on Wednesday, very inefficient, the way he was running his game. Very inefficient. I mean, it was really ridiculous, all of the management and downtime, which should be done outside of the game. He came late. He was not guiding the game. So I said, well, I'll just guide the game. So I began to troll. Everyone was laughing, but one of the players got pissed off and left because I kept, doing my bard thing. I'm a bard in real life, and I can play a wonderful bard in Dungeons & Dragons as well. Oh, yeah, Sir Garrick is a lot of fun. He's a fun character. Got to make the world happen. You all have the best one to the next one. Yeah, you only got one shot at this, right? Think about that for a moment. You only have one shot at this. Start living your life like it has value. And most of us, we live our lives in a way we're always trying to get to the next event. We're living for the weekend. We'll say, I'll be happy when I get to the next event. Learn to find that joy right here, right now, where you're at. Stop living for the next moment. Everything that you think is there is already here where you're at. And it's all in you. Learn to take that inward journey. Learn to find the value in your life. Let's see here. Jamin, nice to see you. And Green Tools, good to see you here. Oh man, Jeremiah is going at it again. Have I been to Baltimore? God is not here in Baltimore. Oh my, yeah. Oh my goodness, where am I at? Just a tad bit behind, about 30 minutes behind in the comments. But I will catch up to you eventually. Eventually, where am I at here? Oh, scrolling through right here. Sometimes you can feel like God went to get his cigarettes and never came back. Yeah, can feel that way, right? The brainless one, good to see you. You don't know your faith as well as you would like, which I've already known, but it still hurts. The hoodie made you stop. Looks very mysterious. You like my hoodie here? Yeah, this is my Bardic cloak that I use for telling story, for encouraging people, inspiring you. I do all of my druidic work in my Bardic cloak here. Let's see, where are we at here? Rodzilla, I wonder what's in his pants. Good to see you. Oh man, yeah, my rabbits. Everyone loves my rabbits. Yeah, they love it. Yeah, they're quite entertaining, right? Your neighbor had a bunny rabbit named Lee. Yeah, I call my bunnies Mr. and Mrs. They're so adorable. They're so adorable, aren't you? Aren't you, you precious creatures? They're 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 quite lazy too. They just flop around the house all the time. Um, let's see here. Where am I at? How do you know any curses to curse my ops with? I don't do curses. I think curses are terrible. I believe that the Christian teaching, you shall not curse. I'm all for that. Oh, let's see here. Where am I at? The elements of creation. Oh my. Where are we going with this conversation here? That saving every word would be more appropriate, but I don't think appropriately reflects mankind and their desires, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah, they turn him into a control mechanism, right? Oh, they were business partners. They killed each other with a single carving knife. Damn. That's terrible. What a terrible thing. The world is not broken at all. If the world were perfect, we would never learn anything. Yeah, I think that as well. We're not meant to fix the place. We're pilgrims. I don't think of it as fixing, but perfecting. It's not broken. It is a work of art in progress. That is how I understand the cosmos. And we have a responsibility to find sufficiency in it and to perfect, to make it better. Uh, let's see. What do I know about Pakistan? It's in northern part of India. I don't think Pakistan should exist. I think that was a terrible thing that happened to the Indian people during their liberation from their colonial oppressors. I thought that was a terrible thing. But religion does that shit to people, right? Frenchie, nice to see you. Oh, where are we at here? Let's see here. Scrolling through. Where are we going? Trinity Ivy Moon. Your ancestors love you. Yeah, certainly. And Gwendolyn is here. The High Priestess of the Orchard, Gwendolyn. Good to see you. Oh, man, where are we going here? Holy cooked. Yeah, could be. We're getting cooked here at some point in the day, right? If you know yourself and you know your enemy, you do not fear the outcome of 1,000 battles. Ooh. Where are we going here? Oh, boy. Typical fundamentalist behavior. Ignore the God, goddess within. looking for a sky daddy in the clouds. Yeah. Yep. It's a terrible teaching, right? Oh man, where are we going here? Flawed by Design 69. Good to see you. Holy based. Yeah. The tribes of Europe had to learn to love what they hated. Yeah. Yep, I'm your number one Jewish guy. Yep, Star of David right there. How did you know? You saw my uncircumcised penis on my OnlyFans page, didn't you? Like, he must be Jewish. Look at that thing. That's a Hebrew national hot dog right there. Andy, nice to see you. Oh man, where are we going here? You have a nasty head cold. You got it from the whippersnappers at the school when you were teaching. Yeah. Yeah, just imagine. People were afraid of me when I would go to church because of all of my children, because all of the infections they get. It's minus 12. Shit. You like the cape and the hood? It's a cloak. It is a cloak, sir. You can apply for a scholarship with ADF. What is an ADF? Never heard of that before. Oh man, you're not going to take health advice from Jeremiah, who thinks DNA is a virus. Oh shit. So is your conviction of a pagan origin? My ancestors were pagans. I am not. I don't worship anything. You are hopeful about all of life, but I feel mentally ill and feeling like I'm rotting away in isolation instead of having these beautiful thoughts. Yeah, look at what you're saying here. Flawed by design. Look what you're saying. You see what you're saying? I feel. I want. I want to feel the good thoughts. You recognize that you are your own problem, sir. You are choosing to think miserably. Practice thinking positive about yourself, about the world that you live in. Take responsibility for what's going on in here. If you don't take responsibility for it, you're always going to feel this shitty way, right? You are responsible for renewing your mind, sir. No one else is going to do that for you. You're never going to come to a point where, oh, it's wonderful now. You have to do that as a human being because so much shit happens up here, right? Practice looking at the world positive, and your brain chemistry will catch up. I'm on my knees for Bunny? Not today. Oh, we don't get on our knees for no Yahwehs here. Mordecai, our Roman Catholic Christian fundamentalist friend. You just rolled out of bed to get me before you go to your mass. Let's see here. Yeah, like the script. We got over 30 people here. If you do this, it helps. You just go up there and touch it. Look, that's it. Just touch it. That brings people here. I do this for a living, and I appreciate people that can support me. You can also join our Discord community. There's a join button over there. Just buy me a coffee. That's all it takes. Oh, right. Light shines our darkness. Let's see. I've never been in any type of darkness. I don't know what you're talking about. You sound so based with allegories. The fabrication of hell surely is the greatest evil done to mankind. I agree. The Christian church is one of the most evilest organizations in the world, with its teaching of hellfire. So many people today in the world, they are living in fear. They are living in a state of displeasure with themselves. They feel they are unworthy. They feel shame and guilt. This is the work of the controlling masters, the archons. Christianity is a tool to get people to be afraid. You should want to follow the God, right? Why do I have to make you afraid of it? Because it's not real. It's control. You got inspiration the night you played into the that night played into the wee hours. Oh my! What? Let's see here. Oh, my allergies. Gotta go over here. Um, let's see here. Where are we at? What wee hours was that? I did one. I've done a few late shows, a few of them. Not too often I get to the late shows. It's XEX. Good to see you. Good to have you here. We got some people from New Brunswick here. Wonderful. Oh, where are we going here? Shit, just lost a bunch of these comments. Why do you do this, YouTube? Why do you take all the comments away from me? Let me fix my chat here. Live chat messages. Yes. All the way back up here. I just lost a whole shitload of comments. So if I did not respond to you, I apologize. Just put your, comment again. I'd like to think I would, but I'm only human. Yeah, that's what we are. Yeah, the devil to me is a boogeyman, the created to make people afraid. What are we speaking about here today? I may be in the right place. Ryan, whatever you want to speak about. I am the one who engages you with conversation. I respond to your comments. That's what I do here today. Whatever you want to talk about, I will talk about it with you, as long as it's appropriate. I don't want to talk to Christian fundamentalists. Not interested. The spiritual rank known as perfect, that's bullshit. Crazy Carl, good to see you. Oh, let's see here. The old in with the new. Let's see. The devil was dedicated to God. You can't prove any of that shit. You make it all up. Oh, where are we at? That's your family? Really? Melly, nice to see you. Good to have you here, Melly. Always nice to see you. Where are we at? Merkava? What is Merkava? Never heard of that. Are those flowers of David? Yeah. They are connected to the Star of David here. I am promoting Judaism today. Yeah, I am Jewish. That is the Star of David, right? People always ask me that. It's quite comical. It looks nothing like a Star of David. I am not Jewish. I'm sorry to tell you that. It's quite comical. Let's see here. Where are we at? We don't do politics. I don't even watch the news anymore. I get my news from other people if it's important, because all it is politics all the time. It's really sad. Father Bard, it's supposed to be in the 20s up here in Gainesville. Yeah, that's what it's going to be down here by Orlando. It's going to be freezing tonight. We went out. My wife bought heaters yesterday that are pet friendly, that they just shoot the air out of the top. I'm going to sleep. I recommend researching the 351 prophecies Jesus fulfilled. That people made all that shit up. That's like going into Harry Potter. Look at all the prophecies Harry fulfilled. People make all that shit up. Green Night Tales, good to see you. Good to have you here. Oh, weird. Yeah, Green Knight, send me an email. We'll get you on our Discord server. Send me an email. You've been a wonderful community member here. Oh, where are we at? Kevin, nice to see you. Are you related to Gordie Howe? Not always a choice, but good advice otherwise, yeah. Do I know the story after Waterloo, when Victoria stole the throne? See, Jeremiah here, he talks all kinds of weird shit all the time. I don't know what the hell he's talking about most of the time. Jeremiah, I just don't understand you. Some of the things that you say here, I am quite lost. The way to do it is to be, and the way to be is to do. That is your philosophy, right? Matthew, good morning to you. We love prostate exams. Yes, prostate exam, it is always nice to see you. You left yesterday and was pissed. I wasn't trying to single any group of people out. I was just talking. I didn't realize the replies I was getting until I looked. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay to be mad. It's okay for having people to disagree with you, right? And this is part of life. Good morning, Aaron. Thank you. And Yotan is here again. Thank you for being here. You're not. You like mocha coffee? That's good. Let's see here. Generalization of a group is kind of narrow-minded. Yeah, it can be. Yeah. Without darkness, there would be no light. That's right, Maria. You cannot. Just imagine if there was only light, you would be blind. We know from nature that you need the contrast. You need the dark to see, right? Are you eating man-eating plants? You're having man-eating plants? Oh, where am I at here? Just a tad bit behind. Lewis is here. You're ready for our game tonight. Lewis is one of my players. You want to see Lewis? Go to that in the pin there and subscribe to our Dungeons & Dragons channel. You can see Lewis here. Here he is the astrologer. On the other channel, he is a lover of animals in the most intimate ways. See here, D&D is dynamite. Where are we going here? Friday is the best. Yeah, I love Fridays. The devil doesn't even make sense. No, not. It's a form of manipulation to have a boogeyman. Oh, you see, you're trying a white cotton scarf, a lace ribbon on the tree, to celebrate Bridget and Imbolc. Very nice, very nice. We are just lighting candles. I brought a candle for each kid. We're all going to light it up, and I'm going to talk about this is what our ancestors have always done to bring in the spring, to honor the goddess Bridget. We are going to do that this weekend. Oh man, Bard is a Christian fundamentalist in disguise to grow his coffers. Yes. I am a Christian fundamentalist. Turn or burn before it is too late. You like older women? Well, good. I practice druidry. Yeah, I'm quite new to it. Lily. Is that Lil Jabari? Yeah, I'm quite new to it. I want to continue the work of my ancestors. So I'm learning about it. And I started practicing it in July. And what I've learned is wonderful. The knife is sharpened for a clean out of the mistletoe. Oh my. Let's see here. No, it's not a mage's cloak. It is a bardic cloak. I am not a mage. I look like Frodo about to embark from the Shire. Well, Frodo is I'm about 6'4". So, I could probably take up the whole screen here. You see, I am quite of stature. Frodo is low in stature. So his cloak would probably reach to the middle of my back. Let's see here. Where am I at? You obviously don't know sarcasm. Mods? They know if you're being a dick. I mean, there's sarcasm and then there's just being a dick. There's a difference. You're in Orlando too? It's getting cold? Yeah, I live over in Haines City, Alex. Yeah, I'm your neighbor here in Orlando. You don't talk politics on your channel either. I want to create a chill place for people. Yeah. When you start, if you want to, reach people with what you're doing, politics is a good way to split your community in half. And, it can be very terrible when people start. Usually politics is a cheap way to get people to want to hear what you're saying. It's a form of manipulation, the political atmosphere, to get people for you or against you, to rile people up, to cause a fanaticism, start talking about politics, right? Oh, let's see here. Do I smoke DMT? No, I do not. I have taken mushrooms. That is it. I don't. I'm afraid to try DMT. When I have done psychedelics as an adult, I have done it for spiritual reasons, not to just get high. I think that if you're experimenting just to get high, it can be quite dangerous. I mean, going to the other side using psychedelics, you're journeying to a place, and you need to be prepared for that. Forgotten Realm book. You don't know about Gordie Howe, but 23andMe said I was related to Alexander Hamilton. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, shit, where am I at here? You're back? No prostate exams for you? Good. The beautiful monad gives way to beautiful duality. It turns into beautiful Trinity life. That's how people want to see it. I don't see monads or dualities. I see community. That's how I understand. Like I wear the triskelion. Some of my ancestors understood this triskelion here as community, father, mother, child. That's how I understand things divine. About Moloch are the same. I don't know. Why did I turn away from Jesus? I never did. You just don't like the way I'm doing it, so you're afraid, so you make accusations like that. I don't agree with your version of the Jesus. Nobody has a corner on it. The ones that are out there, I think Jesus as the fearmonger is not for me. Yeah, Jesus and Caradwin are friends. There's no competition. Tortoise time, we did the bunnies this morning. I shared my bunnies here. My bunnies flopped over now. They moved their blankie everywhere. We did the tortoises upstairs. My rabbits, they're laying over here. They're being lazy. They're so cute. Is today the holiday of the first? What is it? We're getting close to the first, right? Please don't let that turn you away from Jesus. No, thank you. No, thank you. You love big cauldrons and you cannot lie. What's your email for Discord? I'll put it in here for you. BRORI. It's in my About Me. Mail.com. There you go. There, this is for you. Green Knight. Let me put it in chat here for you. Yeah, that's mine. There you go, Green Knight. From Ninja Turtles, you think April was total badass? Yeah. Now the Ninja Turtle movies, the earlier ones, the April O'Neil had like a cult following. That lady, that April O'Neil, she had like a cult following. People were really into her as an actor. She was like a hero to a lot of people. Let's see here. If you can get him that's fine. As long as it's not on here, don't put the Discord link on here for everyone to see. Let's see. Hello, Yabad. Can anyone become a druid? Certainly. Now, druidry is something that is natural to your humanity. That is what I teach people. It is your nature to be the high priest of the natural. to find meaning in the natural. Now, I belong to an organization of modern druids, but druidry is what you are supposed to be doing. I mean, you can call it whatever you want, really, but that is where you're to find value and purpose, is what is in the natural. Let's see. Yeah, where are we at here? You're 6'1" in heels. Look at you. You can't even catch up. I think my wife's pretty tall too. I think she's like 5'11" or something like that. Oh, where are we at here? April was a badass, yeah. Oh man, where am I at here? Trying to catch up to your comments here. Oh, those who do not, yeah, I don't want to talk to you. Christian fundamentalists, you are not welcome here. I am not interested in your religion. You people are all the same. I mean, we get this shit every day. We are not interested in your religion. Yeah. What is donkeys and elephants and dragons doing together? I don't know. Oh, let's see here. No preaching. Yeah, we're not interested. Where are we at? Gargoyle, nice to see you. Good to have you here. Oh, you told you that Buddhism sucks out your life. Only your twisted version of it does. Where are we at? You have eternal life and should use it wisely? What do you mean by that? Ever since I watched the Shannara Chronicles, fascinated by the druids. Now, those type of druids are fictional. The druidry is a historical reality that has many manifestations. You know, the druids in like Dungeons and Dragons, those are not real. That is far different than what I practice. I am not LARPing here. This is a real thing that a spirituality that I practice. Oh man. Down with the foot. Oh my goodness, yeah. Is it too late if you've been a Christian, too late to opt out? Yeah, I opted out already. I was a deacon a couple of months ago, yeah. I left the church. Cool Hands Mountain Man, good to see you. Some of your shorts ended up in my feed. I thought they were good. Thank you. Yeah, I make them every morning. Every morning there's content. I make most of my YouTube shorts are about druidry in some capacity. So I do that. I do it every day. I'm glad that they found their way to you. You're 5'2". Look at you. Aren't you precious, Paige? Oh man. Unhinged Christians, this is how they won pagans. Just by shouting Christ is King over them, yeah. Whining and bitching. Let's see here. Where are we at? You're basically, if you're unrepentant, I don't care about your Christian bullshit. Please go somewhere else. Let's see here. Lewis is a real boy. He's also an astrologer. You need to save him. I am sorry if this is cruel, but why do I get the impression that some of these fundamentalists are so obese that if they wore high heels, they would strike oil? Oh, shit. Yeah. Now grow into a real man. I'm trying. Yeah, you wish Christians would make judgments of their own. Well, yeah. Didn't make judgments of their own, yeah. Let God do it, yeah. Quit bitching. Let's see here. Swift wind, Christians have nothing to do with Christ. All right, everyone's speaking authoritatively for religious entities now. Where are we at? Fundies love to think that they have the power to judge. They cherry pick it. From Paul, that's how you see it. You see it as just one picking of the cherries, right? Oh, let's see. Where am I? It's already been 2 hours. Look at that. Look at that. Father Bard makes you laugh. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, I try to bring entertainment to people. Yeah. Try to bring a smile to your face. You believe there's evil in the world? Some people are capable and completely destroying a person's life. They know and have no consciousness of the damage they have done. Yeah, well, you want to F all Christians? Now, not all Christians are assholes. I mean, every religion tradition has assholes, right? There's some good Christian people here. The cherries are delicious, certainly. Gotta love Kansas. Yeah, it's cold. Did Jesus live in Canada? Yeah, there was a movie that they made in a Canadian religious film, Jesus of Toronto. I think that was back in the 90s that they made it about him getting rejected by modern Christians. Oh man, where do we get here? The state is terrible, I would imagine. Time for the hash pipe. You are smoking the hash this morning. And you are rolling. Lewis is a stoned again Christian. He is smoking his reefers in service to deity. Lewis is here smoking the reefer up. You're a Christian too. You love everyone, but you hate Buddhism. Well, why? That to me seems anti-Christ. You should appreciate the good things that other people contribute in the world. The Buddha did not do any harm. The Buddha helped people. And it's kind of a contradiction to hate it. And what every time you talk about Buddhism, it's complete nonsense that you've been sharing about it. Buddhism is quite diverse. And what you've been sharing about it, I think is, doesn't make any damn sense to me. You are discussing terra de diesel. Well, I don't know what that is. Hashish, that's what you smoke? You smoke hashish? Veggie tales, you can't tell my hair. They're not high as you think food talks. Oh, you're talking about the Christian cartoon that used to be popular? I've never heard of Terris de Diesel myth. No, never heard of it. Things of good moral, no sense, bad moral rejects. Any sense that does not appeal. I don't think you need a religion to tell you what is right and wrong. You have a sense of it within, right? Cannabis is your medicine. Wake and bake Hewler. Let's see here. How do you know what Buddha said? I mean, there's sayings attributed to the Buddha, but there's really no authority on what is the precision of the Buddhist teaching. And to criticize how you understand it is really a contradiction to its truth. It's never too late for the reefus. Yeah. You're doing a Minotaur Barbarian today. Should be a lot of fun for Dungeons & Dragons. Yeah. Quite a powerful, right? The ability of the Minotaur to do the goring. I mean, that's quite powerful, right? I'm trying to adjust my chair here. This chair is terrible to me right now. My arthritis is kicking my ass this morning. Oh, shit. Where am I at here? How do you know what Jesus said either? Yeah, you don't. Yeah. Yeah. We know that from scholarship, our scholarship, that only 20% of the New Testament sayings belong to him. And the ones that I like, obviously, I attribute to Jesus. Oh man, someone's got penis envy on here. But what are you doing? You're showing each other your penises and some other chat messages here. YouTube doesn't allow penis pictures, from what I understand. So how are you showing people your penises on here? Is there like some type of code word that you put in the chat? This is my penis. Look here. Let's see here. Where? Terra de Iso Island idea that Jesus returned to live in a place near Alaska and ruled for 1,000 years. That's a new one. I never heard of that one before. That is certainly new. You use Blue Lotus. Look at you. You're going all the way to the exotic forms of intoxication. This fellow in the chat has been going off about Buddhism for, he's bitching about it, right? Very hateful about it, moaning and crying, whining about it. Yeah, I agree. I said that when I first seen him the other day, bitching about it, that he was very inaccurate as a representative of it. Now we have a Buddhist monk, a former Buddhist monk that comes on our channel every now and then. Maybe he'll show up and set him straight. You like having sausage parties? What do you mean by that? Is that some type of sexual thing? You have a sausage party? Oh, Tricky Ricky, good to see you. Good to have you here. You wondered what Blue Lotus is like. Yeah, I've never heard of someone actually eating it, only in mythology. Kevin, your penis is growing right now. Well, I'm glad that I can inspire something in you, that you have found arousal in my presentation of myself. If you are aroused, like and subscribe. I mean, really. I'll take whatever I can get here. Your machine guy operates by the power of Grayskull. Yeah, we were talking about He-Man yesterday. The newer version of He-Man is coming out, and it looks quite enjoyable from the commercials. Oh, let's see here. Ultima, you are back. You had a genuine problem. You're bipolar, and your truly mental girlfriend has joined a church, and they harassed her when she doesn't show. Is that commonplace? Yes. They will control you and shame you and make you feel guilty until you're doing it the way they want. So you would best tell her to leave a place like that. That is terrible. Your Minotaur is quite good at grappling. Now, grappling, all it does is it ceases your movement, and it gives you a disadvantage on attacking the individual, right? It just stops you from moving. Why always use a satanic symbol, you freak? What kind of symbol do you want me to have on your asshole? Oh, this is not a satanic symbol. For some people, it's the Star of David, right? Are you Jewish? No, it is a pentacle. Pentacles are beautiful symbols. Yeah, concept of converting others. Yeah, why can't the God do it himself? I agree. Oh, shit, where am I at here? No need to not call out bullshit whenever I can. Yeah, that's what I do when I read your comment. I'm like, this is bullshit about Buddhism right there. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. It's not about craving nothingness. That is such a misinformation that you're spreading about Buddhism. Oh, man. What am I smoking? Nothing. I don't smoke. I eat marijuana. I don't smoke it. Blue Lotus is incense. It's tea. It's many things. They should come out with She-Man. Yeah, that would be funny. That would be funny. That was like if you watched the previous attempt at a He-Man cartoon, It was all about Tila, really. Yeah, I like Tila, but I want my show to be about He-Man. Oh, you're welcome. You give BGs with black belts? They haven't rolled in 15 years. What does that mean? BJs with black belts. The Egyptians and Greek used blue lotus in their death drinks and body fluids, psychedelic snake venom. Sounds exciting. You have connected to the Discord. Wonderful. Glad to have you on there. Oh, 516 Big Brother. What does that mean? Where are we at here? It's a floral scent. Oh, man. Druidism isn't about worshiping trees. That's right. It's about listening. Yeah, you're right. It treats nature as a conversation partner where wisdom comes from seasons, cycles, paying attention to what's around. Yeah, that sounds about right. And it's much more than that. That is just, the common experience, right? I have not seen Arcane. That is a cartoon, right? I have not seen it. So many people are uneducated. They can't even tell the difference between their own symbols, and most of the time. Yeah, this isn't a Star of David. Yeah. You hear Netflix is bringing back Thundercats. They are changing it for the times. So loneliness is bi. The lioness is Lino is bisexual. Someone's Thundercats. Hey, oh my, that's funny. Yeah, we need some gay Thundercats. I know Panthro, and he was having a thing with Lionel. We all know it. Panthro was like the older one, right? Oh man, yeah, that would be funny. You mean you are not the Bard of David? Yes, I am the Bard of King David. Yes, I'm here to circumcise your penises today with the Star of David. Yeah. Keratop. Oh, he's a funny individual, right? Keratop. Feel you light were an altered person. You can fake that. Yeah. You passed on the game before the game happens. Skeletor and Beastman got down. Yeah, they were lovers. Skeletor and Beastman were lovers. I have no problem with it. And we know Prince Adam, he was metrosexual. Prince Adam, remember him? Druidism imagines the world is alive with memory, stones, rivers, forests, and resources, but elders, teachers reminding humans that balance comes from belonging, not control. Yeah, you got it. That's it right there. You participate in, you don't control. You participate in. Yeah. You learn to find balance. You find the harmony. It's very hermetical, the idea. You loved Evelyn? Oh, yeah, she was wonderful. Evelyn, yeah. No way Wildcat from Thundercats is not a less bisexual. Maybe, I don't know. I have never really got into the sexuality of the members of Thundercats. I never saw that version. Let's see. The Romans actually called the first Christians atheists because they took the spirit out of the forest, rivers, lakes, rocks, and animals. Well, I think that is a generalization because not all Christians were the same in the beginning. It was quite diverse in the beginning. The one brand of Christianity came to rule over them. Yeah, that's what happened. I think it was very, very diverse in the beginning. That's what we know from scholarship of its diversity. But one brand became to rule it all, and everyone else was a heretic. Yeah, one brand to rule them all. Yep. You like to see life? What do you mean by that? You like to see the life. Now look at what you are saying, man. You complain about the virtues of a relatively peaceful religion, yet yourself preach destruction. Yeah, yeah, that's what he's doing, right, with his anti-Buddhism rant. You see the reality of the web of relationship, land, self, the time, interpreted wisdom, learning, being, act, when to yield, how to listen without ego. But I'm just trying to wrap my head around it. Yeah. Yeah, it's something you practice, right? You don't master, you practice. You never arrive. Druidry is learning to participate in what is already here. For Celedoine so loved the world that she gave her only cauldron, that whoever receives from it shall be inspired. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Celedoine be praised here. Celedoine is our goddess. Yeah. Modern audiences really are obsessed with sexuality and gender identity of child's cartoon characters. I also see it in Dungeons and Dragons as well. Like everyone wants to live out their sexual identity in the game. I mean, I want my game to be about the game, the lore, the story. But you have a lot of people, look at me. Well, good for you. I mean, what does it have to do with the game we're playing? It's not about you. You are in a community of people here. There's a lot of obsession with it. It's very childish, I think. Very childish. I have no problem with diversity, but some of these people, the way that they reflect diversity, it's an embarrassment to people who are diverse, especially with that shit you see on TikTok. I mean, that's embarrassing to people who want there to be diversity, who want to be recognized, that are struggling with a lot of discrimination, and to have these assholes on there, doing their shit. I mean, that's embarrassing to people who are of diversity. Let's see. You like Baldur's Gate 1, the old game? No romances yet. I love Baldur's Gate 2. The romances were beautiful. The fade to dark, I thought that was perfect. Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 are my favorite all-time games. And I think that was ingenious, the idea of romance within the game context that brought you to a different level of investment into the world. I love romance. That's different from, this childish stuff that we see sometimes in our games and media. Let's see here. The Electric Girl from Incredibles. She was drawn thighs. What does that mean? Celedoine desires all to be with her, but she will not force you to receive from the cauldron. But you better take from the cauldron before Gawain takes all of the Awen for himself. Thank you, brother. Thank you. No politics, no bigotry, no spamming. Amen, sister. D&D. Jamin, you're waiting to watch our game tonight. Yeah, if you like D&D, in the pin there is my D&D channel that I'm trying to grow. We have a good time on there. Roger Rabbit's wife, Jessica Rabbit. Oh man, yeah, she was something that a lot of young people they didn't care about Roger Rabbit too much, right? You're playing through your first Baldur's Gate right now. You're in the flooded mines in Cloakwood. Yeah, I hope you got all the people out, because you'll lose a point of if you are on the side of reputation point, you lose a reputation point if you let all of the miners drown. So make sure you go down there and get everyone out. Celedoine turns down Noah. Yeah, I love Baldur's Gate. I've got since it came out in 1999, I have played it endless times, especially with all the new modulations. Yeah, we have a lot of Baldur's Gate fans here. Yeah, Minskin Boo are my all-time favorite characters. And I always put the characters of when I'm playing a tabletop campaign. I always put Minsk and Boo or other characters in it. Kiridwin is queen here. That's right. Yeah, we have never been separated from God. This is such a Christian lie that you are separated. You're not separated. You are made to think that you are. When you learn that you're not, your life really begins to change. That you've never been separated. Now that is the scam of the Christian. Your cold trailer froze up. Shit. Yeah, there's Boo right there, the hamster Boo. Candy from SpongeBob. That's a Tom girl thing's kind of hot. The steamroller scene in Roger Rabbit terrified me. Now, with Roger Rabbit, they the people who put the movie together, there's a scene there where Jessica Rabbit her private parts are hanging out, or something like that. There's one where a guy goes up her dress and takes a picture, but it happens so fast that you can't see it if you're watching the movie. You got all these perverts putting things in, people's cartoons. The Disney cartoons were terrible. The earlier ones, they can't get away with that shit anymore. Well, that's what they used to do. I remember when Little Mermaid came out on the VHS cassette tape. They had towers in the background, and one of them was shaped like a penis. That was funny, right? You can't get away with that stuff today, but they used to do that stuff all the time. I remember in Aladdin jumps off a balcony. He goes, "All good teenagers have sex," real fast that you cannot figure out what he's saying. Bunch of perverts made those cartoons for Disney. Oh man. You got the miner to get the captives out? Yeah. Yeah, that's a fun game. Is that your first time going through Baldur's Gate 1? Now I always mod the hell out of it, putting extra areas, extra adventures. The big world mod is one of the best ones because you can add all kinds of stuff. You can even there's something called the Trinity mod, which puts all of them together, where you can transfer with your loot and everything into the next game. Like when you're in Baldur's Gate 2, all of your shit is in a room next to you where you can get it all. Oh, let's see. Walt Disney would be rolling in his grave if he saw what was happening to Disney. What do you think is... Now, I don't have a problem with, Disney trying to appeal to, the reality of diversity. I have no problem with that at all. The way that some of these people do it, they might not be the best way of going about doing that. But I have no problem with diversity. Let's see here. The Disney films are remakes of the Gruesome Brothers or something, maybe? The Brothers Grimm. That's what they're called, right? The original stories were very brutal. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah. If you're trying to have a conversation with Jeremiah, he speaks in quatrains here. I don't know what the hell he's talking about most of the time. The Brothers Grimm collected those tales, various folklore. It was a good TV show, Grimm. If you saw that, you can watch it all on like Amazon Prime. That was a really good show. The Grimm series, I really enjoyed that. That's an older one, isn't it? It's like early 2000s. That was a really good series. Let's see here. You played it when it came out, but never played the second or Icewind Dale. Now, Icewind Dale is not fun for me. Icewind Dale is a hack and slash. There's no story there, really. Baldur's Gate, open world, semi-open world. You don't get that in Icewind Dale. No. You can mod it where you can put some story in there. There's even a romance that you can, a romance mod. But Icewind Dale, if you like hack and slash, that's really what it was to me. But the Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, now those are works of art. Let's see. That was your favorite of the Grimms? I have no problem with diversity either, but I think children should be exposed to sexual behavior of adults. Yeah, well, that's the thing. You know, when are you doing that, right? When are you doing that? Are they doing that? I think that's a lot of hype. I've been to Disney World many times. I don't see that stuff. Disney World is up the street from me, really. It's like 20-minute drive from my house. Cinderella stepped with the red hair is kind of cute. UK red hair is always beautiful. You like the Anastasia film? That was a good one. Where the attention goes, energy flows. Thank you, Trampus. Thank you. Yeah, I really enjoy being here with you people every day. And I'm getting towards the end of the broadcast here for any last comments or questions. I will be back tomorrow morning at same time. I will be back tonight on my other channel. If you like D&D, there's a link there in the pin where you can watch us and my people in my community. We play Dungeons and Dragons together, which is a lot of fun to do. Let's see here. Little Red Riding Hood and Hansel and Gretel 2, Luring Them into the Oven. Those books are the first you read. You like how the Witcher books retell those stories, just casually mentioning them in passing? Yeah, I really like, and I never read the books. I played Witcher 3. I never got into the other two Witchers, but Witcher 3 was well done. And I really like the Netflix Witcher shows. I've watched all of them. I've really enjoyed that series. I love the bar, obviously. The original author of the Roger Rabbit books wanted a sequel and Jessica Rabbit movie. He recently required the rights to Roger Rabbit and says there will be a Jessica Rabbit movie. I can only imagine the perversion. I can only imagine it. Anastasia is sad knowing that none of them escaped the basement. Yeah, that was a tragic thing. That, that's based on it. When the communists took over, they murdered the Tsar and his whole family, and there was always rumor that Anastasia got away. Some lady said she was Anastasia, I think in Italy or something. So a lot of legends came out of that Anastasia survived. The Anastasia cartoon is built on that belief. And they had Rasputin as the bad guy instead of the communists. Let's see here. Onions have acid. They clean your veins and help your blood flow better. Really? I never knew that. Oh, man. Yeah, Melly is our expert herbalist. Thank you, Bart, for the stream. You're welcome. You have to get to work. Yeah. Betty Boo was a sex icon. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Are you on tonight? Yes. On my D&D channel, I will be on tonight. Around 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. I will be on leading my group through there. We're going to be down a player. She's going to be away for a few weeks. What's her name? Arta is her name. She's going to be away for a few weeks. But we have our 3 normal players that will be there. 100th sub today. Congrats. How do you know that? 100 people subs today. Yeah, I've had a really good month. I've had going on 3,000 subscribers this month. That's like the best month I've ever had. So I appreciate that people can do that. Yeah. Rasputin shouldn't be the enemy. Yeah. He is in the cartoon. He is. He comes up out of the of hell or something. He's like a diabolical character. He's an interesting character, Rasputin, right? And the legends of his death. They tried to kill him in so many different ways. And he was like the astrologer and spiritual guide of the Tsar and his family. He was a Orthodox heretic as well. He was like a monastic, but that was fell into heresy as well. Interesting story. You little people, when you get big, yeah. Well, I plan on still doing the same thing I'm always doing here when I'm talking to people every day. On cartoons, we have Unhinged, yeah. Sith equals Jedi. The policy was there was more than one way to kill a cat. Oh, that's terrible. I love cats. Yeah, don't kill your cats. All right, I have come to the end of the show. I thank you for being here. I will be back tonight on our D&D channel. You can go to that. There's a link in the that I have pinned. Go give it a subscription, and I will be there later on today. Tomorrow I will return same time for your spiritual entertainment in the morning. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.